Oh, dang, my bad, y'all. I hit the mute. I hit the mute. All right, so we all should have audio back now. Let me know if it sounds good. Was trying to mess with my levels a little bit. Anyways, well, let me re-say what I was about to say. I was just saying that, yeah, so I went to go play Madden, realized I have no mods installed. So I got to take some time, get my load order clean back up. It shouldn't take too long though, because we use the basics around here. You know, the same stuff we've been using all year. So I just kind of gotta, you know, get that squared away. And figure out exactly what we had installed, and then we can get into the game. But you know, I tried to get the basics right. The gameplay mod, there's a new version of it, so very excited about that. You guys know I was really liking the last version. This does have to be a, you know, kind of a no judgment zone, as you know, right now I think I'm a little bit more used to the college football 26 gameplay as opposed to the Madden. So I gotta kind of readjust into the slow. Not saying it's super slow, man, but this joint feels slow compared to college football. So yeah, we're gonna have to see what that looks like. Yo, Rich Boy, man, what's good? What's good? Hollywood, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Are you talking about the pad mod, like the thigh pad mod? I think that's included in the newest version of Unlocked. I think. And we are gonna find out. So the last mod I downloaded, I got the tattoo mod. The next thing that I gotta get, because there was an update. That's what I was saying while my mic was muted. There was like actually an update. So I know some stuff is gonna work and some stuff isn't gonna work. So we gotta figure out, like, I want to get all my, like, you guys remember, like, I had like the clean screen and all that. Like, that's the stuff that I'm trying to get back. And let's see what we got here. So we got the, all right, so let's grab this. I wonder if this has been updated. I don't know why it won't let me grab it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So let's grab it from here. Really excited for Madden 26. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it too, but I can't lie. I'm more like, I don't want to say I'm more excited for college football, but I'm trying to play some college football. I think that's what it does, man. I think college football will kind of get you ready to play Madden, if that makes sense. You know, obviously there's a lot of hype around the NFL and all that. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize I had downloaded this much stuff. We need this. We need the no landing zone indicator. I don't know why it won't let me drag it. I usually just drag it in here. I wonder what's up with that. That's weird. That's all right. I'll just have to add it manually. All right. So what are we going for? We're going for landing zone. No landing zone. So let's just type no landing. And like all these mods are outdated, so I don't even know if this is going to work, if I'm being honest. I might have to re-download some of these. So we'll see. Malik, you said you need to invest in a PC. Modding makes the game look much better. It does, man. And you know, that's a question that I get a lot. Like I try to tell people all the time, like, it makes these games a lot better. But I do sometimes wonder. I wonder if it will make someone that like doesn't like the game like it. I don't know if I would go that far, but it is one of those things where it's like, if you already like the game or you're into football or, you know, stuff like that, the mods it's just kind of like everything. It's like seasoning on a meal, man. It's just gonna take it takes it to a whole new level. All right, so I'm just looking at my load order on my old PC. So I have the gameplay mod, ultimate rookie mod, no landing zone indicator. Where did that go? So that was kind of towards the top. Yeah, we master, man, or we you master. Yeah, I was saying earlier in the chat, I was like, you threw me off with your name change. Because I forgot what your original name was, but I yeah, I accidentally deleted the first because I basically, when Madden, I keep my mods offline. So I keep my EA folder offline. So the way I have it set up, I actually keep it on my second hard drive, but I actually wanted to move it now that I have a different PC. I've actually got a faster SSD on my C drive. So I reinstalled the game on a different drive, and somehow I overwrote the folder. The folder's not there anymore. So whatever I did, I deleted, because normally what I do is you go into the mod for reference for people, so that you don't have to do what I'm doing. If you go into your mod manager and you go into the actual mod manager folder, there's a folder in there called mods that you can literally just drag and drop once you get a new version of the mod manager. But I made the dumb, it's not dumb, it's just the way I handle all my mods. I keep that folder in my root folder. So when I deleted the entire Madden folder from my other hard drive, I accidentally deleted that mod too. So, or that mods folder. So I kind of screwed myself over there by doing that. Yeah, we master, man. You got a opposer in the chat. Somebody tried to steal your name. But yeah, man, listen, that's great, man, because I was playing, I think, what was it, 2.3.1 or something like that. Whatever the last official version was, I was on that crap, for like a month, just because when the mods update, I'm not gonna lie, I don't be updating them. You guys know me. I sit on this crap for usually, as you can see, I usually sit on it for about 2 weeks, because when I got videos and crap to make, I can't be not able to make videos. But yeah, I was having a blast with the last version, so I'm really hoping that this version's good too. Which, I mean, come on, man, it's a Sabos, so I got no doubt in my mind that it will be. All right, so that was mostly. Oh, okay. Then I got the player likeness mod. I still don't know why I can't drag it, but that's all good. I keep forgetting I gotta come over here now. And like I said, I don't know how many of these mods are actually going to work and how many of them, we're going to have to re-download and get updates for, but I think I had that up there under no landing zone indicator. All right, after that, I had a Fox scoreboard. Yeah, because I remember there was 2.3.1 C, A, and D. I wasn't really sure what the difference was, and I know there was a lot of people testing the different versions, and some people were saying, "Oh, I like C," and some guy was like, "Oh, I like this," but I'm not gonna lie, and obviously, obviously we'll see how it ends up, but I don't even know if I agree with what people were saying in the thread, we master. I don't know if you saw some of the stuff. People were like, and I'm just me talking. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying in general. Like, you would see somebody in the thread, right? And they play Steelers versus Browns, and they say, "Oh, well, 2.3.1A was great." But then they would go and play, Eagles versus Giants, and say, "Oh, wait, 2.3.1B is even better." And it's like, well, technically, you probably should have just played the same game over and over and over again, because how are you really going to know if the difference isn't because there's different players and different, attributes and stuff like that? So I was kind of looking at like, as they were coming in, I was looking at the feedback, but I'm like this guy saying, "Oh, this quarterback was more aggressive," but I'm like, you switched quarterbacks, so how would you even know? But what I noticed in the last version that I played was, remember he was saying like lower awareness quarterbacks would just sometimes take sacks, and that was a cool thing to see. You know, instead of like one of those stupid, like weird, you know, throwaway types of situations. So, it's, you know, I'm very confident that it's going to be in a good spot. Rich Boy, you said, how's the college football beta? Didn't get to test it out because there were no signups this year. Yeah, I was actually talking to you know, a couple people about that. You know, in the EA Creator Network. I don't know what went into that process, or why certain people got invited and others didn't. I heard it was because of playtime, and that can't be accurate because I was almost at 2,000 hours playtime. You know, in college football on the PS5. So I did not see a lot of people that had more playtime than me. And I did not get organic invite. I had to reach out to someone to get into it, right? So I don't know how it was selected, but it wasn't a whole lot of people. As for what I thought about it, I mean, I know some people are talking about it. To my understanding, they said like we're not allowed to give feedback on it, so I didn't want to just be out here, you know, throwing throwing just like news clips out at the public, because we're not really supposed to be saying what's out, what's in there. But all I can really say, man, is I seriously, like truly, like, it's just going to be a good year of football. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Like, you know, I don't see people being like, and I always say, like, with a grain of salt. I tell people all the time, like, take it with a grain of salt. I don't ever like say, go buy this, go buy that. I don't say anything like that. I just say, like, I enjoy it. I think if you enjoy video game football, I think things are going to move in the right direction, right? But one thing I always say to everybody is, we're talking about all these things and add-ons and new features. They got to work, right? They can't be buggy. They can't be glitchy. It's about execution. We can talk about new features all day, but it's going to be all about, you know, it's going to be about these new features. Do they work, right? So that's, you know, because I don't know how many of you guys saw, but even the beta had like a long list of, oh, this doesn't work right now because it's a beta. This doesn't work right now because it's a beta. I'm like, okay, but obviously we hope that once the full game comes out, and I'm confident, but I hope that it does. So the thing about the beta, and I've been telling people this, I think, you know, it would be best if as many people could get their hands on it as possible, but I actually think of it a lot like if any of you guys follow my channel from 2K, the way I handle my sliders, I've released them in the beta. The way Sabo handles his gameplay mod, he releases them in the beta. I just think, and this is my personal opinion, don't put too much into it, it's just too much noise. It's very hard to get feedback from when there's 100,000 people in a beta. So I think they really wanted to send it to people who really like the game and really care to give feedback. I told you guys, you know, obviously I've had opportunities to give direct feedback earlier in the cycle, but after the beta was over, I wrote like a 4 or 5 page response, you know, to give them good feedback, to like, yo, this needs to be good. But Malik, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it can get to be too much. Like, it's just too much noise. This is trending on Twitter. Oh, this bug. Like, it's just. And then you could also argue, though, people were leaking it anyway, which sucks. So I don't know, bro. I ain't up there in the totem pole. I don't know why people do stuff like that. You know, you make a good point there. Talking about how many people are playing Mutt. I hope my feedback was listened to, you know, because I tried to give them as solid feedback as I could. And I gave really good feedback. I'm like, yo, this is, and I even said it for the people that were in the beta thread. Like I said, like, this is how you win a year, right? Like, This is how you win a year. I even said, there were certain points in my post, I said, yo, if you just do this, a lot of the loud negative people will have nothing to say. You know what I mean? So, that's kind of how I tried to give my feedback as somebody that likes the game, somebody that cares about the game and wants what's best for it. But obviously, like I said, man, that whole process is going to be about execution. But just what I saw already, man, just sickness. And like I said, I know we're not allowed to go super in depth, but the coolest part was just like I'm going to call it just the collaboration. You're going to see so much cool stuff in college football that is from Madden, and you're going to see so much cool stuff in Madden that was from college football. I think that's going to be, in my personal opinion, that's like one of the biggest like pluses this year, is just the way that everything is working together, if that makes sense. So yeah, but that's all I can really say, man. I'm pretty excited. I hope things go well. But like I said, man, you truly never know. Mayo, I'm with you. I and that is where I stand. I refuse to play sports games online. That's just not, I'm just not interested, You said any idea of when the next trailer is dropping? I'm not saying there's not going to be another trailer, but I think from this point, right, we should be looking more towards like the deep dives and is that what they call them? The huddles or deep dives, whatever they're called, the write-ups. That's what we need to see. That's what I'm looking forward to at this point. I think as far as trailers go, I'm pretty much done with that as far as the trailers go. Like, I'm not saying the trailers aren't cool, but it's like I need to know the details. Are mods easily transferable from one Madden to the next year's? I have no idea. I think WeMaster was in the chat. Yeah, that would definitely be a better question for him to answer. Per him, it's all in the mod creators. If I had to guess, I would also probably say it would depend on if there are major changes, right, in the game itself, right, from one year to the next. So I would say might have something to do with that. King, what's good, yo? AFC West rebrands. I'm tripping, fam. What's the AFC West? Okay, so AFC West is Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers. Yeah, I like that one a lot. What was the other one I was using? Ravens. All right, so I need the AFC North. I was using that too, and that might be it actually. I got that in there. WeMash, you said you should try playing Immaculate Grid. What is that? And the Texans join in here too. Maybe that's not what it was called. Eagles reboot. What's that? Oh, it's called H-Town Blue. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. It's a football trivia online game. Oh, okay. I'll probably fail all that. I can't tell you guys the stats from last year. Do you think 2K26 will be better than 25? I want to get back into playing 2K. I haven't bought one since 23. No, I don't. If your question is, you said, do you think? I don't. I could not, in good conscience, say that doesn't. You know. No, I don't think it's going to be better. That they don't know what they're doing. Right, and you guys know me. I'm not a. No matter what the game is, I told you guys, like, as I grew older, I'm not into dev bashing. I don't care that much. I was telling the other guy in the chat, he was calling me a shill or something, and I was like, yeah, dude. I said, listen, at the end of the day, now that I'm a content creator, that I'm not a big content creator by any stretch, but I'm like, yeah, I buy every sports game, so there's no point in even, like, you know what I mean? Like, how do I word it? Like, let's use Madden just for the example. Like, say hypothetically, Madden 25 is like way better than 26. I would still play 26 just because I'm a content creator. Like, it doesn't make sense financially to play the old game. So it's the same thing with 2K. I'm always going to move to the next game and keep it moving. But 2K, the difference is you look at the kind of the Madden and EA devs, they're talking about franchise, they're talking about NFL, they're talking about respecting the game, respecting the community, trying to bring what we're asking for. 2K does not care. They're making birds, right? Like, then they have, like, you can get a bird, you got go-karts, you got jetpacks. I think 2K's cooked. I think they're too busy trying to do Fortnite. I don't think it's going to be a good purchase for a long time. And I'm still going to get it. I'm still going to look at it. They don't care about player likeness. And the big thing with me, especially with player likeness, is, for me, player likeness with me was always, I didn't care about it because you could go download mods and just, oh, this guy hasn't been updated in 4 years, I'll download a mod for it. But now that, like, the modding community in 2K is just like nickel and diming people left and right, it's just like a no-win situation. The gameplay is not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. There's just really no modding community at this point. There's just not a lot of content to be made there. And you see a lot of content creators, not just me. And that's what I was saying in the community post I made yesterday. I got a lot of people, like 2K heads in the chat, who, do some really negative stuff to say about me playing Madden and college football more than 2K. I'm like, bro, be mad at the devs, don't be mad at me, So if they ever brought NBA Live back, that would be cool to see. Rich Boy, you said we need competition. Competition's great, no matter what. Competition's always good. It's always going to be good. It always helps make things better. So I got no problem if there's ever competition. That's always a good thing. Never a bad thing with competition. Has anyone seen the Battlefront 3 movement? I haven't seen, like, I don't think there's a real movement. I don't think that game is going to happen because DICE is busy with Battlefield, and they probably will be at least for 2 years. And but I've seen a lot of people playing Battlefront 2. That's why I re-downloaded it and got in there. Um, to see what was going on with that. Favorite thing about having the new computer though is having a really big hard drive. So you guys can see I can have all the Battlefield games installed at the same time. So as you can see, I can have all of them installed at the same time. I got a bunch of Steam games installed too. King, you said, can you please do UFL Championship game watch party in Madden 25? I don't have that. I don't have that installed at the moment, so I kind of want to just play the normal game. So you know what's crazy, We Master? I got a 4 terabyte Gen 5 and a 4 terabyte Gen 4, but in here I also have a 2 terabyte Gen 4 that I just forgot to map. I haven't mapped it yet, so I got to map it so I can have it, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really need it at the moment. The reason is because I play all my games are modded, so I play with very large mod packs. So like, for example, if you look at my Novus, which is a Skyrim mod pack, it's like 400 gigs or maybe 300 gigs. It's a lot. No, 400. I'm actually curious. Up over 400. Okay, 450. 500. Dang, fam. 600. Okay, yeah. So my Skyrim Novus mod pack is 624 gigs. The Lore Rim mod pack, which is my personal favorite, I'm actually going to delete the Novus one. What is this one? Yes, coming in about the same thing. 512 gigs for Lore Rim. So I just want to see how many mods that is real quick. I'm actually not sure. Lore Rim has 3,722 mods installed. So yeah, you can kind of see that's where a lot of that goes. Yeah. So that's why I invested a lot in hard drive space. I know that's the types of games I play. They're pretty big. Even my Starfield has over actually, Starfield's not that bad. It's 171 gigs. Oh, but no, I think I did it differently, but it's still got like 500 something mods installed, but I just think I stored them somewhere else. Yeah, I think they're right here. Yeah. Oh, well, still only 37 gigs. Not that bad. Interesting. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, I just feel like once once you get more space, you just end up installing more stuff. So it's just however much you get is just gonna be what you use. So I'm the same exact way, man. All right, let's get our modern uniform preview. Shout out We Master. Get that in here too. I don't know where I had this in the load order, but I just had it around all my jersey stuff. Cody, what's good, yo? Um, What was that other mod I was using? It was called like the realism mod or something like that. Oh, amplified stadium. Get that. I usually put that all the way at the top. I don't think it. Us for the stadium advertisements. Do you think the modding community had an impact on the decisions in Madden 26? That's always a loaded question. I think that, you know, whenever there's anything that, right, it gets viral attention, it's going to be brought to the attention of the people that matters, right? Like I had 2 viral TikToks showing off, you know, Madden mods. Rich Boy Malik, I don't agree with that, because there's no mod that does that, right? So, right? So I don't agree with that. I just think, and I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to take credit, but that was feedback that I gave directly. So I'm taking credit for that one, if that makes sense. But anyways, so the fact of the matter is anytime anything goes viral, people are going to be looking at it. That's just the facts, right? I've had EA comment plenty of times on, you know, my TikToks and stuff like that. They know who I am, obviously. They know what type of content I make, and they really enjoy it. So, you know, all of the developers are, I think what I'll say is all the developers are football fans. So anything that's making the game better, they're really cool with. But it's just when I start seeing comments, and I don't want anyone to take this out of context, but you know, people always do, like, you know, there's was a large contingency of people saying the reason college football, for example, is not on PCs because of modders. And that's just not the truth, right? That's just an incorrect statement, right? There's no truth to something like that. The fact of the matter is, and you know, this isn't me speculating, I want to give you like fact, right? The fact of the matter is, and like what I know is 100% true, is modders and people that play video games with mods make up 0.0001% of a community, right? That's a little bit hyperbole, but people don't understand how minuscule the population, you know, people are that play video games with mods, right? Billion-dollar companies do not make decisions based on 0.001% of a population. You know what I mean? So that, you know, that's just kind of is what it is, right? But what people have to understand, and We Master pointed out, which is very profound, and you know, I don't ever want to word this the wrong way, but you know, sometimes I got to remind you guys that I work in the professional world, not in the gaming world. Even though I'm a gamer who has a YouTube channel that actually does surprisingly well financially, right? But obviously this isn't my income, right? So I work in the professional world, and when I tell you, like, these guys are having conversations about Madden 31 right now, like, I mean that, like, they are having conversations about Madden 31. They are gonna branch out. We're going to bring this in 28, this in 29, this in 30, and then maybe by 31 we could have a PS6. We could, right? Like that's how far some of this stuff is planned. So that's kind of my point. No, I don't. And sometimes, believe it or not, that's why sometimes it's not as easy to just throw new features into a game, because hey, we know that our marketing is going to be this year. We know this is going to be a focus that year. And now this year with well, not this year, but last year with college football coming into the fold, it's twofold, right? So now they're saying, all right, listen, this year we're going to bring this to Madden. Next year, let's bring it to college. Okay, and then we can bring this to Madden, and this can go to college, right? So it's kind of like a little bit of a game of cat and mouse. You got to make each game marketable, got to make each game valuable, and you want it to be different enough so that you don't have people saying, oh, this is a Madden clone and this is a college football clone, and you know, because you got a lot of vocal haters. But at the end of the day, man, these games, you know, that's kind of what a real development cycle looks like. Now 2K on the other hand, because I know someone was speaking on that, 2K is straight profit margin. If it's not bringing more profit margin, which is mainly microtransactions, they don't seem to care. That's just what I have noticed. That could be, people can disagree, that might be incorrect. I have a very, very good source at 2K, right? That, you know, tells me some cool stuff, but I'm not good with them at all. They know me, not favorably. That is what it is, but yeah, that's just, you know, I think I've been vocal about stuff like that, but it is what it is, right? Well, I just think at the end of the day, there's only so, I mean, with American football, right? There's only so much that can be different. It's like, why can't you do this in college football? So, for example, this year you're going to see one-handed catches in college football. I think that's public knowledge. I think I can say that. The one hand, you know what I mean? Like the L1 for one-handed catches from Madden is now in college football. It's like, why not, right? The gang tackling from Madden is now, like, you know what I mean? Why would you not bring that? There's going to be gang, like, that is not unique to Madden or the NFL. It's unique to American football. So naturally there's going to be an overlap, right? But what I mean by that is just the way it's marketed, though. Like the one-handed catches was a major marketing thing, which again, I'm putting my hand up. That was in my wish list. So I'm telling you, that was in my wish list. I said I wanted a button for one-handed catches. I hope they saw that and, you know, kind of were inspired by it. So, you know, some of that stuff, yeah. You know, the way they market it is big, but you know, maybe it's not going to be as big with you know, college football, if that makes sense. Yeah, Master, that's funny. I actually saw the opposite. I saw someone say, well, someone allegedly, and I'm not saying this isn't me, but someone allegedly said, I didn't enjoy the college football beta, 26 beta. This is what they said. I'm not saying this. They said, I didn't enjoy it because it played like Madden. I'm like, I'm like, no, it didn't. But I'm like, what it like? Because I'm not trying to get on here shilling, but it's just like some of the feedback that you see people talking about is so like emotional. Like it's never tangible. It's just like, oh, I felt like I was playing Madden. What type of feedback is that? Like, I don't understand how if say hypothetically I'm a developer listening to feedback, how do I improve on that feedback, right? And like I said, that's why I compared it to what Sabo does with his gameplay mod. I compared it to what I did with my sliders, because I got to a point where I had, you know, my channel, probably 30,000 people saying this is wrong, that is wrong, this is wrong. And I just started tuning it all out. I'm like, no, I need people that care about what we're doing. Tell me what needs to be better, right? Vaughn, you said off topic, what specs would you recommend to be able to run mods on Madden and 2K? Listen, I don't ever answer that question, right? And I know people get mad when I don't answer it, but my answer to that will always be buy the most expensive computer you can afford, right? Because it's tech. Tech moves forward. It's never enough. Like, it's never enough. So you could have bought something more expensive always. There's always something more expensive than what you have, right? So Get the most expensive thing you can. Every time a game is launched on PC, it has what's called recommended and required specs. I always say take a look at the recommended specs and see what they are, and then look around for computers that have those specs, or if you want to build them yourself, look at how much it costs. But there's no perfect scenario. You know, I just built an extremely expensive computer, and there's still stuff my PC doesn't do that great. So it's just, you know, I know that's not an answer really. It's kind of like a half answer, but there's always going to be something more expensive, right? It's always something new, always something more expensive, right? It's just, you just got to buy what you can afford. And if you want to, if it makes sense for you, ball out, bro, because it makes sense to me. I spend a lot of time on my computer, so I say ball out. Yeah, listen, I just bought my 5080. I am getting another graphics card in the next calendar year, right? It's just, but I'd tell you guys that with a grain of salt. Like, I'm a content creator. Don't be doing dumb stuff just because you see a content creator do it. That's why I don't ever. Master, I know you weren't here for a lot of that stuff, but last time I was streaming, because I think it was a 2K stream, or maybe it was like 2K streams ago, I had a bunch of dudes, you know, in the chat kind of wailing on me for buying a 5080. I'm like, dude, I bought what I can afford, right? Like, oh, it's a waste of money. I'm like, it's not a waste of money, because, you know, I make the money back. And I said, what's more expensive is a 5090, which right now is running for $3,000. So me personally, never ever going to spend $3,000 on a graphics card. Not going to do it, right? That's just respectfully. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing that, but it's just, that's not for me, if that makes sense. I'm not doing anything like that. I just, you know, I don't live my life that way. I'm sorry. You know, so. Oh man. Yeah, dude. I use this website. It's called like Now in Stock. I was literally sitting up at night getting alarms and checking out. I bought like 4 5080s because I really wanted an ASUS one, but it wasn't in stock. So as soon as the MSI one came in stock, bought it. Then the higher up level came in stock. I bought that. And I was like, oh, let me cancel the first one. Then the Gigabyte one came in stock, and that I like that one better. Bought that one, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, I don't want any of these cards. I want the ASUS. I was scalping, bro. It did the same thing with the Switch 2. And then like, and it was so funny because I was literally sitting here at 4 a.m. and I was like, all right, I gotta go to sleep. Like, this is ridiculous. I actually have to work at 8 a.m, 9 a.m. And I was like, I gotta go to sleep. Then I hear the alarm, 5080, what's it called? Astral from ASUS comes in stock. Bought it, canceled the other 3, went to sleep. Said good night. I bought it. I bought it with overnight, like it was straight up overnight from California shipping. It was like $60. They said your crap will be here tomorrow. And that was that. I was just like, yeah, I'm done. It is so stressful. Like, if you're a real consumer and you're buying to keep and use, it's so stressful. Now, if you're buying, oh, let me just get a box, I'm selling it, or it's coming in, I'm moving products. I got boys who scalp, like really scalp. And that's why I was telling you guys, like, it was so easy for me to get back in the day. Like, it was really easy for me to get a PS5. I was like, yo, my boy's got 12 of them stacked up in his spot. And I'm just like, I don't do that. I literally, if I'm buying something, I want it. Master, I was telling you on Twitter, I was like, dude, I got a Switch because I want the Switch. I like the Switch. I want to be able to mod the Switch, but, you know, people be tripping over it. But from what I heard, the Switch 2 actually wasn't that bad. Yeah, no, Smoke, it's not that bad now, but I was building my computer. I don't know if you remember, I was in the process of building my computer the last week of March, first week of April, because, you know, my birthday is April, is the first week of April, so it was a birthday gift to myself. And you know, not to do political or anything, but the president had just announced that the tariffs were going into effect on the 2nd of April. And so people were just freaking out. And it's like, here we go. Let's buy everything, even though we don't need it. And I'm like literally in the middle of a PC build, trying to get the 9800 X3D, which was a nightmare, trying to get the 5080 in, which was a nightmare. And I finally was able to get it. And as soon as I got my 5080, the MSRP went up by $300, not even the scalper price, but they raised the actual MSRP. So yeah. Oh yeah, Malik, man, I had homebrew on the PSP, bro, for sure. Everybody, man, everybody had that, bro. That's where it started, really. If you want to talk about I mean, technically the PSP stuff was hacking. So I ain't even gonna lie, that crap was hacking. I don't know, but because I'm not gonna lie back, because I was never trying to, like, I don't ever do stuff online, but like I remember we had SOCOM back in the day on the PSP, bro. We had wall hacks and everything on the PSP, but you gotta remember, I was a kid. I was in like middle school when that crap was going on, bro. So yeah, but yeah, I was like middle school and high school. It was crazy. So yeah, yo Jay, what's good, man? All right, y'all. Shoot, man. My bad, man. Let me finish my mod list here. I think we got everything. It was one more mod I was looking for. I just don't remember what it's called. It's like called like the authenticity mod or something like that. I know I had it. I just don't remember what it's called. NFL authenticity upgrades. Let's get that. Yeah, man, I gotta get in here, bro, because I'm like, I don't even know if this joint is gonna launch. Let's make sure this joint launches, because half of this crap is out of date. Oh wait, hold on. I also need my bad, y'all. Wait a minute. I had downloaded a dope mod with a bunch of custom fields in it. I need that. What was it called though? Yeah, for those of you that came in late, whenever you update your mods, you don't have to do this. I'm just an idiot and I accidentally deleted my mods folder from my last installation, so disregard my nonsense. All right, now all I remember about the authenticity upgrades is it has to be above the stadium mod. And then this has to be below. I think this is how I have my load order, but it seems like stuff is missing. Yo, what's the score of the UFL joint? Yo, Tyler, what's good, yo? FC North, FC West. Okay. Okay, no, I don't use that mod anymore. Yeah, Uno, if you get the new mod manager, you won't have your mods, but in your old mods, in your old mod manager folder, there's a folder that's called mods. You can just drag it over, and that's normally what I do. It's just before I got the chance, I deleted it by accident. So shoot. All right, man, let's see if this crap launches. And then we're gonna get into it. I might have to update something. 46-19 in the third. Sheesh. Yeah, I'll never forget that not Broncos team. Sorry, the Dolphins team, man. And they were going crazy, and Tua and Waddle, and remember they're doing the cheat motion, and what's funny about that? How come the Dolphins always have a new gimmick, but they never win anything? Like, y'all remember they had the Wildcat? That crap was crazy. They had no idea how to stop the Wildcat. You just had Ronnie Brown doing fake handoffs. They had no way to stop the Wildcat. But they didn't really win anything. So I don't know.
With the first pick in the 20.
Oh man. All right. Give me a second. I gotta go grab my freaking controller. I think it's in the other room. Hold up. All right, well, the game launched. That's a start. I don't want to be rude, and I know this is rude, bro. Because like I don't like talking like that. Y'all know I don't like talking like that. I don't want nobody to lose their job. I'm not like that. But I don't like that dude at all. Like you, like we mastered, like you, like bro, I played football. Like that don't work. Like his whole demeanor is just like who is this nerd? Like I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Like that's what people think. Like who is this nerd telling me what to do? Like, I just don't know if he can really lead a football team like that. That's just how, like, you guys understand football culture is about toughness. It's hard. So unless he's got like a big time defensive coordinator in there, what was that dude from the Saints putting bounties on guys? Well, actually, you know what I was about to say? Or if you got Vic Fangio. Remember, I was going to say, or if you have Vic Fangio, but Vic Fangio came from Miami, and the players were saying, oh, well, he's too much of a stickler. He was on us too hard. So, and then and I'm not trying to just big up my teams. Y'all know I don't be doing that too much on here, but then you go to a city like Philly where all we do is toughness. Oh, and as a matter of fact, right, we master because Mike McDaniels can't hold people to Vic Fangio stands. This dude is old school football. We practicing in pads. Right, so it's like you said, it's a huge contrast, man. We master. Do you remember in the playoffs? I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it was Dolphins versus Chiefs, and everyone was picking the Dolphins to win that game. I said, fam, they are not winning this game at all, and I don't even think it was close. I don't remember the score, but I just think it was a big weather type game. It's like they can't even do their stuff. Because does anyone remember the score? Because eventually you gotta hit somebody. You have to hit somebody. Speaking of warm weather and Miami, the kid Jay, you said, where do you think KD is going? You say Minnesota, but you got a notey that his preferred places are Houston, the Heat, and the Spurs. Jay, I think, and I don't know where he's gonna go. But I want to say this. If I was KD, and this is an unpopular opinion, I know, but I don't think he needs another ring. I would not go anywhere to ring chase. I would go to the Heat. No taxes, right? Win some games, enjoy some weather, drive some cars, hang out with some women, and call it his career, bro. I'm going out on top if it's me. KD a single guy, bro. I'm going to Miami. That's just, what am I going to Minnesota for? I got Anthony Edwards' legacy on the line. I don't know this kid. Nah, bro, I got to go to Miami. We got Bam there. You got Tyler Hero there. We going to play some games, get the 6th seed, maybe win a first round, lose a second round, and I'm just going to pad some stats and ride off into the sunset if I'm KD. That's how I would handle it, man. That's how I would handle it. You know, you said it was 26-7 Chiefs over the Dolphins. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's my Starfield joint. Where are we at? We're looking for the I thought I downloaded the newest version of the Ultimate Rookie mod. Search. Do I know if Razor is still working for 2K? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. He's great. He's the best. He's literally the best. Yeah, definitely one of the best that I've seen personally. Yo, y'all was on here cooking me, bro. I told y'all. I was saying I think Tua needed to retire. Y'all were cooking me. I said, bro, at least put a Guardian cap on, bro. Bro, Jay, was they not cooking me, man? I said, bro, he got to hang it up. And not only did I say he needs to hang it up, I'm not just saying that as a hater, but I'm like, dude, listen, and man, since we talking about grown-up stuff, talk about it like a grown-up, bro. I'm not paying nobody $60 million to be laying on the ground, rolling around, season up. I don't like that. I don't like that for him. I don't like that for me. It's not a good look for the league. It's not a good look for his family, man, his kids. I don't like that. Nobody, no. And it's not, and I get it, because he has the right. It's his life. He has the right to do whatever he wants to do. It's a free country. And if they're willing to pay him, cool. But I wouldn't have paid him personally. That was my only thing. And I'm just concerned because of some of the stuff that that we saw, right? Look at these guys. You know, God forbid you have a Junior Seau situation. Like, you know, nobody likes that stuff. It's not fun. Nobody likes talking about that stuff. It's not fun for anybody, but it's just like, dang, bro, you know what I mean? It's that type of thing. Like, nobody likes that stuff. Nobody wants that to happen to anybody, but it's just a little bit nerve-wracking, you know? Dang, Eagles, no backups. Eesh. Okay, I think everything worked. We're in a franchise, so okay. What I want to do now, real quick. Sorry, I know I said we getting. Dang, they got 299s, bro. They got Lamar and Derrick Henry at 99. That's nuts. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's still lit. All right, so my bad. What I'm gonna do is we got the franchise joint. I'm gonna open up the locker room, unlock the locker room real quick, because they said there was some new content in the locker room. I haven't seen it. I've been away for a minute, so let me open the locker room up and see what new stuff we got in there. Yeah, Jay, it's just like people don't understand like the dynamic of being in the cold changes everything, like from a molecular level, bro. When it's cold, things move slower. Your team is based around speed. You're moving slower. Everyone's moving slower. The ball is harder, right? Did you ever try kicking a frozen football? You know what I mean? Like you ever get hit? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about like Jersey temperatures. Like we don't even be getting that, like, you know, we be 20 and 15, 20 degrees. Over there, they was talking about like 0 and -5 and all that. If you somebody that don't like getting hit in 60-degree weather, bro, one hit in 10-degree weather and you ready to get up out of there, man. And I know I'm aging myself a little bit because I'm aging myself. Yo, y'all want to know how much I'm aging myself? Listen, when I was playing football, they had just brought the, listen, so I'm really aged myself. When I started playing football, they had just come out with Under Armour. Under Armour was brand new. I don't know if y'all know this or not. We didn't always have sleeves. So if you're an interior lineman or a defensive type of player, and you went to go put some sleeves on it, oh, why are you wearing long sleeves, bro? And you like, yo, it's 10 degrees outside. When I was playing football, bro, they had just brought out Under Armour. It had literally wasn't even like a big brand, bro. I feel like it really just started being a thing, man. So that crap was that crap was frowned upon back in the day, man. It's crazy. All right, so we got Derrick Henry. All right, so let me look at the thing, I guess. Because I think they said there's like some the new patch for Unlocked is tough. Bro, why is this joint not coming up? What the heck? Wait a minute. Yo, Power UG, what up? What up? Smelly Jersey, stand up, bro. Nah, Jay, I'm just saying, man. I'm a little bit older than people be thinking sometimes, so I gotta let them know, like, listen, man, we didn't have all that stuff. Oh man. All right, so what we got, man? So okay, I think I should be looking up here. Small editions. Okay, he said it might break other gear or jersey mods, so we gotta keep an eye out for that. Okay, a bunch of new cleats. You guys know I'm actually not super into the cleats, but it's always cool to see. Okay, so there's new arm sleeves and above knee cutoff shorts reinstated. Above knee standard shorts now supports all towel positions. I'm not sure what he means by shorts. New cross pattern thigh pad is tough. Added Cool J's jersey styles. All right, so this looks like mostly pads. Oh, okay. Turtleneck now supports white, black, and team and secondary colors. I love that. That's great. Oh, and experimental gators in white, black. Where are they at? Okay, let's look through this real quick. Bro, I am not pushing no 50 is crazy, bro. 50's not even 35, guys. Come on, man. Y'all trying to get me up out of here, bro. That's crazy. Sheesh. I'm dying, yo. All right, so let's see what we got. He said something about the Guardian cap is in here. Oh my goodness. Actually, I don't really know where it's at though. There's all your mouthpieces and stuff. I don't think it would be there. Did anyone make a F7 Pro helmet? Oh, the snowman. Okay. The speed flex with the Guardian cap, bro. That's so tough. I don't know. All right, so yeah. So look, I saw they was putting the Guardian cap in Madden 26, and I was pretty hype about it. But people was like, "Bro, that's stupid." I said, "Dang, bro." Like, all right, my bad. Like, I thought it was cool, but I guess not. I don't see F7 Pro in here. I don't think I see that. But that's cool though. They got the Guardian cap. It's easy to it's easy to apply. So what else we got? So back plate joint, that's tough. Tight sleeves joint. This jersey small pad CD only. They got a special CD Lamb. They got a special CD Lamb jersey pack. Oh, this is tough. This kind of gives you that little like exposed situation. I don't know if any more of this is new. I think that's pretty much it. Cool J jersey front pocket. Oh, it's like that hoodie or that hand warmer jersey. I did see that in there. And put this man out there in a dress shirt. That's crazy. All the back plates. That's tough. Henry's got his braids. Wow. That is incredible. Dude, what? Yo, wait, what? This is incredible. I'm so lost. What you mean? Yo, that is so tough. Oh man, that's tough. Then obviously, you got all your custom hairs and whatnot. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, Cal, you're right about that. You know how that is. That's kind of like a limitation of it. Okay, so Uno, you said the auto version is what's making it red. It's supposed to be. Is that what's going on? Are you supposed to take that off, or is there a new version? Nothing going on there. And this is just. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything new in here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And then they said something about new arm sleeves. Oh, is this the new arm sleeve? Saints joint is tough, okay. There's some arm tape. Oh, they got the little double tape joint. That's tough. Yeah, I'm looking for the arm sleeve that like shows the wrist. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like kind of like in the middle of the arm. I seen it, but I don't like. I seen a picture of it. Excuse me, but I don't see it in here. Like, look at this. It says Gatorade arm sleeve, but no, this is just tape. Wait, was that one? No, that's not one. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm looking for that joint. Oh, y'all said it's at the bottom. I'm about to say, bro, I ain't finna scroll through all this. This is nuts. Oh, wow. This is incredible. This is literally the greatest thing of all time. I'm just letting you guys know this is the greatest thing of all time. Now, listen, and this is what I say, yo, because I'm petty, right? Bro, if I was EA, listen, if I was making the trailer at EA, bro, my trailer ain't no gameplay, no sound, no nothing. It would just be this. It would just literally just be start from the bottom of the screen and just scroll all the way up and show a player, right? It would start with his cleats, right? He would have mad thin cleat tape, right? Just mad thin tape, right? Boom. All right. Then he would have like one leg sleeve or like, you know, just the bands around his leg. Pads above the knee, of course. Then he would have this combo right here with the arm sleeve, just like that. And then he would have a hanging mouthpiece. 15 seconds, trailer over, no sound, no nothing. Madden 26, college football 26. That's my trailer. And I bet you if they did that, yo, people would still go crazy. Like, oh man, like, cause, well, I don't know. I love that stuff, but you know, I love that stuff. Okay, wow, yeah, this is great. Okay. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah. Isn't this what Henry does? Doesn't he do two of these? I see he's got a wrist thing. Oh man, this is great. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Well, yeah. Oh, there it is, guys. Madden Unlocked. They won. That's like my favorite thing. Yeah, I love this. That's really cool stuff. Yeah, Saquon does it too sometimes. Sometimes he does that. Sometimes he just does like a band. They were saying something about the iPads. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. You can get the cross thing. Oh, is this what they meant? The shorts? Like he literally has like the training shorts. Like I know AJ Brown usually wears his pants like this. That's how he wears his. But okay. For Derek, we're gonna throw that on right there. And then we're gonna come back. Let's go all the way to the bottom. I think you just do black. I think. Okay. And you know, just for the aesthetic, I'm gonna get rid of the there we go, man. That's Derrick Henry right there, bro. Oh, and by the way, yeah, if y'all couldn't tell, I'm gonna play as the Ravens because I've been saying I wanted to play as the Ravens, but yeah, and they said they added mag cleats, so shout out to the cleat heads. Because you know there's a lot here. I don't really know what's new and what's not, or maybe you just want some dress shoes. That's funny. Malik, you said, why is it so hard for EA to add simple things like this? Well, a lot of this stuff, man, unfortunately, is against the NFL rules, and they're not allowed to put a lot of that stuff in the game. Like, and I don't know if anybody caught on to this, but when they do, like, they were doing like the jersey lineups, like showing like the new, like, you know, kind of like jersey template or whatever. Even the man, like I was trying to point this out on Twitter because even the mannequins, right? Like the mannequins don't have the pants above the knee. So it's like we know that's like, you know, oh, those are crazy. That's cold. Wow, that's incredible. That's an incredible cleat right there, man. Wow. But what was I saying? Yeah, like even the mannequins, I was trying to tell them, I was like, yeah, they can't even put oh, these joints is crazy. Yeah, they going crazy in that Discord, bro. Look at this. Ooh, that's cool looking. It's got like some tape on it. Wow. But Malik, but that's just the pants above the knee. Some of the stuff we got to get up in there, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to wear a long sleeve shirt, not a long sleeve shirt, or a short sleeve shirt and an arm sleeve. Like, I want that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need that. We need that 100%. And trust me, I delivered that feedback. You know what I mean? Like, so I hope it gets in there, man. We need that. We need that. Like, we literally need that. Yeah, this is cool stuff, guys. Yeah, this is cool stuff. Awesome. All right. Anyways, so yeah, let's do this. All right, so mod wise, you guys were telling me to turn off the auto version joint. Where is that? An auto version. Let's turn that off. Let's put the game time on and take the locker room off. Let's get that done. Yo, bro. Yo, Malik, on the last day, I ain't trying to say nothing crazy. The last day of the college football beta, I was playing that crap till 5 in the morning, just working on sliders. So obviously it'll suck if it's completely different. But like, you know, when the real game launches, it would suck if it was completely different because I put so much time into like seeing what was happening. But you know, yo, yeah, some of this stuff was crazy, bro. So it's gonna be, yeah. I like I said, man, I hope this stuff is fire. I'm confident too. Like, I'm confident that they're gonna keep building on what, you know, just on a good foundation. That's what I'm hoping. So the number one thing, all right. So I think it would be easiest for me to say what I didn't get right. I mean, oh my gosh, bro. I can't say too much about it, but let me just put it to you like this. In my personal opinion, with college football 25, like, I never personally got college football 25 where I wanted it to be as far as man defense, right? Like, that was one thing for me that just didn't get to where I wanted it to be. Man defense. Man, all I'm gonna say, if there's a situation like, if there's a situation where you got like I don't know who these guys are, but like, you know, like a real like problem corner on the other team, like a real shutdown dude, I'm talking, it's like they literally got prime Namdi Asuma out there. Like, I'm talking some of these dudes sideline to sideline just were real, like, it was really impressed. Like, so that was a big thing for me in 25. Like, I didn't feel like, oh, if you invest a lot in big time defensive players that it would show up. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be different this year. I'm trying to tell you guys, it's going to be different this year, yo. You're going to feel that stuff. It's going to be different. That's all I can really say. It's going to be different.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose.
So I'm hyped. Don't get me wrong. I'm hyped.
A coach or an owner.
All right, I got injuries. That was the only thing I really wanted to. Bet. Yeah, we've been asking for, you know, position terminology to be different for so long. You know, that's still, for me, that's still up in the air. Because because it's like, it's one thing if things are just named differently, but it's about like, how does that impact? Like, so that's what I'm not sure about yet. It's like, how will that impact us? Like, how does that impact the way that we play the game, you know? So I'm really curious to see how that plays out. All right, what was I in this menu looking for? We were just looking for injuries. Right, because apparently they're supposed to, so like that, I'm actually still not sure how that's going to work. Like I did not, and maybe that was just me not understanding how to do it, but I wasn't, oh damn, we got Josh first? We got Josh first? Oh no. Yeah, I'm about to get embarrassed. Now with the 70 overall guard is crazy. The 73 overall guard. Yeah, they lines low-key trash. Don't they got Bosa now? This is about to be crazy. What the heck is going on here? Matter of fact, bro, I'm finna just reorder this joint. Oh, is Bosa trash now? That's crazy. Yo, all right. You want to know what I want to know? Yo, have y'all seen this situation with the Bengals rookie kid? Yo, that situation is crazy. Oh, we got Kyle Hamilton. We got to get him a little interception situation going. Yeah, I forgot Justin Tucker. Ain't going, bro. That boy caught a case. Yikes. Bro, listen, I'm just saying, right? Every year with the Bengals is something. Like they always doing something stupid. Every year with them. It never fails. I've never seen, I don't know if y'all actually saw what they were trying to do. They were basically trying to make it where if there's a situation where the way I understood it was there are certain reasons in a rookie contract where a year can be voided. And so they were trying to make it where if 1 year ends up being voided, we can just void the whole contract. So say hypothetically, I don't even know if this would count because weed is legal in certain places, but say he gets, weed ain't a good example. Say it was PEDs. Say he gets suspended a whole year of PEDs. Boom. All right. He out for his whole second year of his career. They could instead be like, all right, bet, but we done with you. We're voiding years 3 and 4. No liability. We don't owe you a penny. And he's got to return part of the signing bonus. I'm like, bro, nobody is signing that. And so they, I saw some people, I think it was Pat McAfee, asked Adam Schefter, he said, bro, have we seen this anywhere? And because that's what we're trying to figure out, like, oh, like, is this just them? Like, is this new? Like, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, bro, we've never seen this before. Like, like, basically, we haven't seen this anywhere else. So, yeah, that's not good, man. I don't know. Just can't believe they would even try and do that. Look, man, they should have been paid Trey. They should have been paid Trey. And now see, watch this real quick. I don't know. I doubt there's any Bengals fans in here because they don't like me talking about their boy Joe Burrow, but I talk about him anyway. This is my point. Now, I told y'all, and y'all don't remember because it was a while ago, when Joe Burrow was up with that contract, right? I tried to tell y'all Joe Burrow should have walked in that office and said, I want 250 million guaranteed. Okay, 100, what, even if it was 200 million guaranteed, 180 million fully guaranteed, whatever Joe Burrow, right, was worth, he should have got it all guaranteed. Now, Bengals fans, oh no, he's saving money. He wants them to be able to build a better team. Wah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. Now you sitting here looking stupid. Now you sitting here looking stupid. Bro, I don't know everything. I'm not no cap specialist, but you don't have to move. I'm an Eagles fan. You don't have to move players if you pay players. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Let me say that one more time. If you pay your players, you don't got to move your players. One more time. If you pay your players, you don't got to move your players. You ain't never seen in the history of Eagles Brandon Graham sitting here in the last year of his contract, ever. It's never, right? You will never see Devontae Smith in the last year wearing an Eagles jersey with no contract done. They walked, what's his name? Higgins out there with no contract. They walked Jamar Chase out there with no contract, knowing they were going to pay these dudes. If they pay them years later, oh, guess what? Now Waddle doesn't have his deal. Tyreek doesn't have his deal. Justin Jefferson doesn't have his deal. You got to pay these guys if you're going to keep them. And if you pay them early, you don't end up in this situation. Look at how fast the Eagles paid Carson Wentz. And I know people like Carson Wentz, that was a bad deal. No, it wasn't, because by the time that money was ready to hit us, we had moved on from him. We paid Jalen Hurts before a lot of people were wanting to pay Jalen Hurts. So you just, you got to be smarter. I'm not saying, you know everything, but let's just keep it 100. They was never paying Hendrickson. They just wasn't going to pay him, bro. I'm just being honest. I don't think they ever, I think they were just going to kind of try to ride that out. You know what I mean? I don't think they ever planned to pay Hendrickson. That's just my honest opinion. What do I usually do here? Let's try and get a 200 rushing yards is a little crazy. Let's try and get a interception. 30 or less points, 200 yards, and win the turnover battle. Yeah, let's try that. So that's my official stance, right? That's the official stance now, right? So don't ever be like I'm a homer, because I gave y'all my official stance. Cool. All right, now let me give you my petty Eagles fan stance. You sit here with Joe Burrow, you haven't seen a playoff game in 2 years. I don't care who's playing defense for you. You got Joe Burrow on your team and haven't seen the playoffs seen a playoff game in 2 years. Now I'll let y'all sit on that. Because that's not acceptable. When you have a quarterback, when you say, you guys say he's 100% a top 5 quarterback. Cool. I don't, you guys know me, big wins guy. I don't know how you have, no. I don't want to hear because of defense. I'm not letting y'all do because of defense. Because when the Eagles had the 30th ranked defense, you know where we was at? Dude, where was the Eagles when we had the number 30 ranked defense? Because last time I checked, we was in the Super Bowl with the number 30 or 28, whatever it was. Somebody can Google that if you feel like it. But we was in the Super Bowl with the number 28 ranked defense. Now, all of you guys tell me, oh, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, Jalen Hurts can't win anything. It's all because of his team. But we in the Super Bowl with a 28 ranked defense. Joe Burrow not even getting to the playoffs. So that's just some food for thought. Y'all can just, we'll leave that right there. Let me get into this game. Y'all can ponder that. So eventually you guys are going to have to hold that dude to a standard. He's going to have to come win some games. I'm just being honest with you guys. This dude has been living his whole career off of one year. So, it's just funny, like how I just noticed some of these guys don't get held to a standard. Now I see Rich Boy Malik in here, which is funny because he's a Cowboys fan. And, whenever his team don't win anything, his quarterback is getting raked through the coals. So I'm just saying, I just, you know, I feel like he has conveniently, you know, been passed over for some of the criticism that, you know, some of these other quarterbacks, even if you go to the second tier, what's his name in San Diego, Justin Herbert, all them guys, they getting killed for this stuff. So this year, I don't want to hear about no Trey Hendrickson. I don't want to hear about that rookie. The Bengals better be in the playoffs this year, or all of that top 5 talk, that's got to go somewhere else. So nah, I'm not trying to hear that. So I just made a point about the Eagles being in the Super Bowl with one of the worst defenses. How did that happen? If defense wins championship, if defense wins games, how did that happen? I'm just curious. How did that happen? Oh, look at these. I forgot this was even a thing. I want to wear all white. Let's do this. Yeah, 400 yards with 5 touchdowns. Should have had 800. Should have had 7. Should have had 7 touchdowns. Just be better. When exactly was this Eagles Super Bowl with the worst defense? It was what year would that have been? 22? What year was that? Was that 2022 or 2023? What? Somebody Google it. What was the Eagles defensive rank? It was like the 28th, like the 28th ranked scoring defense. 2022 was like the 28th, 30th ranked scoring defense. And you know my guy, he was getting killed. I'm just saying. Eagles had the second ranked defense in 2022. When we went to the Super Bowl, we didn't have the second ranked defense. It's not true. It's not accurate. When we lost to the Chiefs, we had one of the worst defenses in the league. Whoa, what's with this kick meter?
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
Yeah, I'm going to have to double check that. Our defense was terrible that year. With Bradbury, our defense was a nightmare that year. I don't know if it was points per game, pass defense. Might have to dig a little bit into the numbers, but it was terrible. Everybody that saw that defense knows it was terrible. We didn't even have our starting corners that year. That's why we lost in the Super Bowl. You guys will say it's because Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball, but I think it was because of the defense.
And complete right side to Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The Eagles had the #1 pass defense in 2022, the year we went to the Super Bowl? I don't think that's accurate.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Oh, no.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
#1 pass D, #17 run defense. Yo, I remember looking at a stat, and our defense was terrible. I'll have to triple check what I was looking at on that, but oh, no. Guys, I wasn't paying attention. I just gave them a free touchdown drive. Eighth and scoring, man, I just remember seeing our defense was terrible that year. I don't know what stat I was looking at, but I'll have to double check it. But oh my goodness, I just remember us getting burned in the secondary. That's why I'm shocked by that. Unless I'm thinking of a different year, I'm not sure. But I just know it was rough for us.
And as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Whoa, why can I stop? Chill.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there. And
had to be 2022. Other than that, the last time y'all went in 2017? Nah, it wasn't 2017. I don't think it was that far back. Yeah, I was looking at a stat the other day, and it was comparing I thought it was our pass defense or our scoring defense or something, but we were at the bottom of the league in defense. And I looked and I was like, man, I'm surprised we made it to the Super Bowl as bad as we were. Yeah, listen, I can't, you're fact checking me, but oh, I'm gonna say it through that. You're Scorpio, I'm not sure. That's what I'm saying. He's fact checking me, but I got to look at it myself. I'll have to get back to y'all on that with the facts.
Draw play. This is Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But yeah, I just... Yeah, man, that doesn't even sound right. How do we have the top pass defense? I got a hold, I think. I'm going. I'm like shocked. I don't feel like it was that good that year, but I'll have to go back and look.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Well, my big run is going.
Third and long, they'll look to throw.
That's not going to be enough. Amari, what's good? What's good?
14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Every guy that plays this game.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going for it there. Whoa, what is up with my kick meter, fam?
No regard for his body on that catch at all.
I think I forgot to turn off home field advantage. I literally hate this grab. I'm going to get a delay game. Oh, no.
And now a high
I literally
kick
kicked it to the wrong side, but it ended up not being that bad.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother.
Oh man, that CPU run defense is good. Nah, we mastered. No. Trust me, I'm gonna get back to you on that. I'm gonna get back to you on that one. I don't have the stats right up in front of me, but there's something there with that story. Trust me on that.
But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Manuel, yeah, man, I played defensive tackle and tight end.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down.
Amari.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully.
I'm not saying it's like, honestly, for me, it was just like, I had to update everything, so I kind of started from scratch. So for this video, I just kind of wanted to reinstall. Sorry, guys, the audio was just like insanely loud for me. Give me just a second. Let me turn it down just a little bit. I can't even hear myself. This crap is blowing my ears out. All right, I think it's a little bit better. I would like to take just a brief second to look at, I don't know if I was looking at Pro Football Focus. I don't know if I looked at I'm like, I really want to see, and I don't know if I bookmarked the tweet, but I would love to see what statistic I was looking at. For that Super Bowl run. It might have been. No. It was, I'm telling you, it was definitely something there. But I just don't remember. And you know what it might have been, though? Because I don't remember what I was looking at. But it might have been a year that we didn't go to the Super Bowl. But I just was looking at a stat that said we were 28th in something. I just don't remember what it was. So I wonder if, because, you know, the whole point I was trying to make was we made it to the Super Bowl with a bad defense and Joe Burrow didn't. So that might not have been accurate, but I know for a fact we were ranked 28th in something. I just don't remember what it was. But I actually do see for 2022 we were number 7, so we were a top 10 defense, which is just shocking to me because of how bad we were with Bradbury. So it wasn't that. But I guess now my question that it's going to kill me until I figure out what year were we ranked 28th. But it's gonna kill me until I figure this out. What I was looking at. Last year we were number 1. That's actually pretty impressive. They were 29th in 2023. Maybe I was looking at 2023 and I thought it was 2022. That might have been what I was looking at. It says the Eagles were 26. Oh, you know what? No, I think you're right about that. I think it was 2023 because it wasn't 20. No, I might be wrong on that. I might have mixed the years up. Wasn't 2023 the year we lost like 10 straight games with Bradbury? Yeah, no. My bad. That's on me. My bad. I mixed the years up. So 2020, I forgot. Sorry. On me, my bad. 2022 was the year Bradbury was all pro and Slay was locking. Yeah, my bad. That was our great year. And we went to the Super Bowl and lost. I didn't realize that. I mixed it up. 2022 was the year Bradbury had the all pro and Darius Slay was nuts. We then brought Bradbury back the next year and it was like he fell off a cliff. He couldn't play anymore. That was the year that we lost the 10 straight. And we lost the 10 straight, and then Bradbury literally just couldn't play like at all. He literally was unplayable in NFL. Yeah, we had Patricia and we had all that nonsense going on. But yeah, Bradbury, when you go from one year from being all pro to basically being unplayable, he couldn't stay within, I felt like 5 yards of other guys. So I do apologize. I gotta take the Joe Burrow slander back. We did not go to the Super Bowl with the 28 defense. That's my bad. Nah, Uno, bro, listen, bro. I am I'll be the first person to admit when I'm wrong. I can't be. I gotta take the Burrow slander back. That's on me. My bad. I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong. I was definitely wrong about that. I just knew I had read that we had the 28th ranked defense, and I'm like, look, bro, we was in the Super Bowl, but no, that was the wrong year. They blended it together. That's on me. That's my bad. That's my bad. But I just remember watching Bradbury get roasted, and I'm like, bro. But no, that's not the same year. But all right, listen. I'll give y'all one more year. He gets one more year. But Burrow, bro, he better make something happen, man. No, that's the bro. I can't even say nothing. That's the real-time community note. I can't even say nothing about that, bro. I can't even say nothing about that. But yeah, nah. Peace. All right, please, no nonsense here. I got to get the ball back. Oh, they ran a draw. My lord, I pass committed. I remember the one Cowboys game. What was that? Was that Sunday night? It was a murder, and you know, I mean, call it what y'all want, but I personally felt like that was. And obviously CeeDee's always been a good player, but I felt like that was CeeDee Lamb's coming out party, and after that, we never heard the end of it from the Cowboys fans, man. It was really bad because it was all about, oh, well, you know, they've got an all pro and CeeDee's cooking them. It was bad. It was really bad. It was real bad. Hard times. Oh, whoa, Henry just got hurt. What the heck? I just ran right into the defender and I had a lane. All right, guys. Like I said, guys, this is y'all got to give me a grace period. I'm still in the college football 26 mode, so y'all got to give me some grace. I got to warm up.
Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, we mastered. I actually would meet in the middle. I don't think either of them should be that bad. If that, you know what I mean? Like you said, like if you get a run commit and they pass, it's a guaranteed touchdown. Oh, crap. Well, this isn't good. Oh, Lamar Jackson error. We out. Sheesh. That was a little sus, guys. I'm not going to lie. Henry, guys, I'm trying to get some footage with the dude and he got hurt. Like, come on, guys. And he's not coming back. That sucks.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Okay, Bills run defense, you got it.
Back at the 47. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Who else got hurt? What the? Yeah, there's no way I'm down 2 running backs in the. Oh, okay, y'all got it. This is rigged, bro. What is this? Okay.
After the loss. Now it's Jackson.
Get up, get up, get up.
Hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield.
All right, F it, man. We just running the Lamar offense then.
Brings up 3rd and 5 now. Jackson.
I'm trying to slide, bro. I can't let him get hurt. This is nuts. Look at this, bro. What is going on? All right. All right. Not good. So we down 2 running backs. We got Ali in the backfield. Okay.
Get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2.
I just want to see this again. I kind of felt like, yeah, see, I didn't really love this because, like, when I was looking at it, it looked like I can't get him, but 51 here kind of felt like you got to block this guy, gang. You got to block him. 42's got to block him. And then I kind of just like ran into him, but I guess I should have tried to bounce this outside. But yeah, 51 not picking that up kind of threw me off.
As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
I don't really want to run this option.
Give running right is Mitchell. A pickup of about 3 yards.
Okay.
Taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing.
I be forgetting all the Ravens plays have motions on them, so we out. Touchdown. Oh no no no! Oh, I needed a block. Chill. I can't let Lamar get hit like that.
Shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Escaping.
That's a penalty anyway. Throw it away.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Listen, bro. We can't let him get hurt. That's what I'm saying.
Right tackle. That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And there's a free runner. Yo, this is nuts. All right, shoot. We're in trouble a little bit. All right, hold on. We got to lock in.
To the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'd like to hit Bateman, but Maybe we're getting some pressure on that one.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson.
Not there. Dang. It's crazy. And then I'm not going to be able to kick the field goal because of this stupid home field advantage, bro. What is this? Bro, this ain't no real crap, bro. What is this? Still hit that crap. Let's go.
Kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
That was like really hard of a kick. So does this stay here the whole game?
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you.
Crap, I thought I kicked that out of bounds.
A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Buffalo offense now.
Bro, I think Huntley's going, man. It's Cooper Rush, isn't it? Hey, look at this. Yeah, we can't get injured, all right? It's Lamar, bro. This is all we got. We're going to have to be running it with Lamar.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him.
Okay. Yeah, call me K. There wasn't nothing cinematic about this season. It was the Eagles stomping everybody out after y'all said our team sucks. That's what the playoffs was. So I don't know about cinematic. That's not really the word that I would use for it, but okay.
They come up 2nd and 12. Now Allen. He'll get this over the middle here.
All right, Josh Allen doing his thing. Bring some pressure on him.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen gonna throw.
Pick. Oh, but I think he's short. They're going for it right here. Now, see, this is where like I'd be wanting to run commit. Oh my God, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We got him, yes! Oh, man, all right. Let's get back into it, y'all. We need a touchdown drive right here. No, but in all seriousness, all jokes aside, for me, it was really profound, like, you know, some of the storylines that were going on. Like, you think about the Steelers, you think about, some of the stuff that happened. And yeah, listen, for me, it was just all about we're not doing that. Like, we're just not going to do it. And Kay, I don't know how many of the streams, you've been on, but one thing that I don't like to do is like when people try to push narratives, it won't let me snap it. I had to call timeout. When people try to push narratives, I just kind of hold them to it. You know what I mean? When people, try to make stuff happen, I hold them to a standard. The NFL, call it what it is. There's no shame in that. The whole NFL tried to make Nick Sirianni look like some type of idiot, right? That's what the season was about. Like, he's emotionally unintelligent. He can't lead a team. You know what I mean? So when it's, Nick Sirianni is unintelligent, when it's Jalen Hurts can't throw, when this stuff actually happens, it's hard for me to just be like, oh yeah, it was a good regular season. Like, no, like there was a lot of nonsense going on, and like in terms of the narratives, right? So like I said, it's a little bit hard when it's a super team, but everyone picked the Chiefs to beat us in the Super Bowl. Literally everyone picked the Commanders to beat the Eagles. You know what I mean? So we here on this channel, we call that stuff out when it happens, man. Oh God. Oh, God. Oh, God, it's Lamar. There it is. Rematch, you said, is your green screen slightly off on the right? Right? My right? This or this? I don't know. I can't see it. Because I use the Elgato joint, the software joint. It might be. I'm not sure. I don't know how to fix it, if I'm being honest with y'all. I'll have to look at it. So,
extra point attempt here still to come.
Oh, right here. It is, yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me lock in for this real quick. How am I supposed to kick this? Wait a minute.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
How do I fix that? Hold on a second.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mark Andrews who...
Oh, now I can't see. Wait a minute.
Off with a touch.
Okay. My left. Okay. You know what? I don't know how to fix that. I think you can go into like the Elgato joint and like can't really see. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Wait. I think you can like do something like this. Wait, I think I Wait, it's moving me. No, I don't want to move. It's moving me, guys. That's not what's supposed to happen. No. Hold on a second. Oh, okay. I think this is how you do it. You move it this way. All right, I think that should do it. Yeah, I just closed the black hole, man. It's all good.
Reception. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
All right, no, so my bad. Scorpio King. You said, to be fair, you know, there's always going to be a narrative no matter how good or bad your team is. I don't think that's fair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about that. And if I'm saying, if you have an example, let me know. Personally, I've been watching football my whole life. I don't know if I've ever seen a team, literally the entire league, after week 4, we were 2-2. Fire our coach. They fired our coach. Nick Sirianni's going to, right? The whole league had Nick Sirianni fired. They said they paid Jalen Hurts too early. And then when we turn it around, the story wasn't, the story isn't anything. It's not, oh no, actually Jalen's a little bit better than we thought. Oh, Nick is a little bit better than we thought. No, they have a super team now. They have 2 rookie starting corners, but now they have a super team. Yeah, you know, well, what did you expect? It's a super team. That wasn't, oh, he dropped it. I thought he caught that. I thought that was lazy, and I thought that was lame. That's my honest take. And so, yeah, I said, listen, when it comes to, you know, the Commanders fans, I'm killing you guys every time you come in the chat. We're not going to be modest. We can't do it. We can't be modest because of the way last year during the regular season went, and then now. Because, you know, it kind of continues, right? Like, go look at any type of rankings. Like, oh, you know, easy. Oh, you got to stay in bounds. Got to cut it up. It's all good. We'll take that. Oh, they're challenging. Uh-oh.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got.
That's clearly a catch.
watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly
Right.
looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
Well, yeah, so you get carried by the O-line, you get carried by... Okay, but let's all right, so I was tripping earlier about Joe Burrow. So that was on me, but let's bring that back.
Now Jackson.
I just wanted to get a possession catch there.
And he'll be touched down to the end.
So let's kind of bring that conversation back, because the whole conversation is the main difference between Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Lamar, who I think, all of which you guys know me, don't overreact in chat. You guys know I think Jalen is better than those three players. You guys know that. You don't have to agree, and I respect your opinions 100% because you guys are in the majority. But I think my problem is the whole conversation around Jalen, Joe, Josh, and Lamar was that everyone said the biggest difference between these players was they don't need as much help as Jalen to get to the big game and win the big game. But if they need the same help that Jalen has, what's the difference between those players? And that's kind of where I kind of call it out. You know what I mean? Obviously, Joe and Lamar would probably be a little bit better with Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. I've never blocking, please. Gotta slide. I've never denied that, but I just, you know, when they lose, is excuse after excuse after excuse, and that's Lamar, that's, you know, that's Joe. Oh, I had R1 wide open. Oh, I tried to spin. I'm getting some hits on Lamar. We can't do that. Let's get a timeout in here.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
Yeah, so like it's comments like that. So like WeMaster, for example, says he'd like to see Geno Smith on the Eagles. If we had Geno Smith as our quarterback, we'd be in my opinion, we'd be. Oh, I don't like that. We'd be like a 6 or 7 win team, because people don't understand. Is this going to work? It didn't work. Oh my God. Okay.
Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. This time Jackson will throw.
Okay. 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 Oh my God, he's not going to make it. Wow, fam.
Out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it.
Yikes, fam.
Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a
Hold on, guys. I got to lock in real quick.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone.
I was a little sus, but I tried to freeform it up, but he just kind of like lobbed it. So good job, Bateman, because that was a little sus.
Final play of the half.
Oh, man.
No to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score.
Yikes. All right, and now that dumb home field advantage is gone.
They knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, so they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up.
All right.
Back-to-back drives when we start the second.
Hold on a minute. So I do want to address that, because WeMaster, the offense would probably be better in terms of passing yards with Geno. But like that's kind of some of the stuff that bothers me a little bit, because we don't talk about all the other stuff Jalen does, that there's no other quarterback in the NFL that can do what he does, right? I try to explain this to you guys. Jalen Hurts is a power rushing quarterback. The fear of what a lot of people don't know this, but we here in not here in Philly. I don't live in Philly, but here locally, I'm in Jersey. We have a saying. It's called 1st down and 9. Like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, our entire offense is built around the fact that every other team in the NFL has to get 10 yards for a first down. We only have to get 8.5. So, right, I don't like the fact that we don't get any credit for that. We act like Saquon Barkley magically turned into the greatest running back we've ever seen when he has hit so many home runs off of the read option from defenses reading Jalen Hurts instead of Saquon. We don't get credit for that. When I say we, I mean the Jalen Hurts FC. So nothing there, nothing there. Ooh, it went behind him. I tried to get a little cue with that one. That was dangerous. What does the NFL video game scene look like if they do not renew with EA? I don't think that question. I don't think the answer to that question matters. Because what a lot of people don't understand, which is one of the things I was trying to explain at the beginning of the stream, is, you know, the reason we're where we are. I don't even feel like getting into that, but a lot of people don't understand that 2K had an opportunity to make a football game and couldn't develop a football game, right? So that's kind of what annoys me a little bit. But moral of the story, I said it at the start of the stream, I'm not going back into that topic, but 2K is worried about microtransactions, period. The people that made NFL 2K5 are not around. And people need to realize that is what you know, really is my main point.
Everybody looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area.
There was supposed to be a kind of a like an arcade football experience from 2K, and I don't know if it launched and flopped. I don't remember, but I just, moral of this, I think it was like a mobile situation. But moral of the story, I got the edge. Moral of the story is NFL or 2K Sports, rather, Take-Two, whatever you want to call them, they haven't shown that they can make a game that actually has good gameplay unless it's based around crazy microtransactions. That's just what I've noticed. So a lot of people don't like hearing that, but that's the reality of the situation.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. We often give credit to the O-line there.
I can't, you know, like I said, that's one of those things, can't really, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, we can sit here all day and talk about what ifs, but, you know, people gotta deliver on what they're supposed to deliver on.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the
But
28.
my stance, shouldn't have kept that. Why? My stance is competition breeds excellence. I want NFL 2K back. I want NBA Live back. Anyone that's been on my streams knows that's the case. Everybody knows that's the case. But I just also want the community to kind of be honest about the situation that we're in and why we're in it. And it's because, you know, one company, you know, doesn't want to make the game that you guys want, if that makes sense. So
Jackson from the shotgun. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
I might be able to hit Andrews here. Let me see this real quick. Oh, emotion. Never mind.
Jackson.
Oh, it's not. Let's go. Oh. Oh, he didn't get in. Did he get in? No. Oh.
Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
It's all pretty simple.
Okay.
The defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
I'm a little, I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that would work. Okay. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just because having these trash running backs, I'm just gonna have to really rely on the pass.
Jackson gonna hold on to it again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to run this in.
Way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's gonna leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Jackson.
Oh, and he broke the tackle. He got. Oof. All right, that was sus.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend.
Oh, I hope I didn't miss that. Ah.
Point after.
Yeah, I just I get so frustrated because you guys know, like, my goal, like, I started this channel to be, not started it, but, like, you know, I really kind of wanted to lean heavily into 2K, and it's just so hard because they just, you know, they just do such a poor job across the board for real sports gamers. And I've been trying to call it out. I've been trying to speak on it, but people don't want to listen. So it's such a, for me, that's all I can speak on. For me, it's such a breath of fresh air when a different, you know, group comes in for NFL and they care about the NFL game and wanting to make an NFL game. And we know Madden has microtransactions. We know there's what is it, Ultimate Team, Super Team? I forget what it's called. Y'all know I don't play none of that. But you know what I mean? So we know that that's there. We know it's a big Ultimate Team, I think it's called. And we know it's a big cash grab for them too. But you know, I haven't lately felt like, personally, and if you guys feel a different way, please let me know. But I haven't felt like trash. Like when you play 2K and like you say like, yo, I'm only a franchise player, like you feel like an idiot low key. Oh, that's huge. And they're gonna punt it. Nice. Like you feel dumb. Like you feel like this game isn't for you. And trust me, you guys know me. I took a long time away from Madden, but I don't feel like when I load up a franchise, mods or not, let me clarify that this game isn't for me. I don't feel like when the official Madden page tweets something, and if I respond to it with a franchise-related question, I'm not getting laughed at on Twitter. Go on the official 2K and talk about accessories or trade logic or contracts under an official tweet and see what the responses are. Oh man, nobody gives a crap about that, bro. We trying to get our jump shots fixed, or we want a better green release, bro. We want more park clothes. Like, what do you like? And that's what I be telling my community. I know some people in the chat are a little bit newer, but I be telling my community, like, bro, what do y'all want me to do? Like, these guys don't respect us at all. They won't let me snap. Come on, bro. Oh, that screwed me up. I tell people, I'm not afraid or ashamed. I'm a 2K fan. I like 2K. I like basketball. I don't want to stop playing 2K, but bro, do they make it hard. Look at Andrews. You got guys that haven't had their face updated. You know, you got, guys that haven't had their face updated in years. Yet every day they're patching in, go-karts and birds and stuff. Like I'm not crazy, guys. Like, so yeah, but let's keep it on track. Madden has to take steps in the right direction this year. They gotta lock in because they're moving in the right direction, but I need them to move a little bit faster. And all I can say, y'all know I can't go into detail. I think they're moving again this year in the right direction, but the question is how much and how big are those steps going to be? I'm kind of like milking the clock here a little bit, but I might need to be a little bit more aggressive because this game's not over by any stretch of the imagination. I'm gonna let that go into the fourth, though.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Ravens and
but yeah,
they've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Right back to
what the?
And he'll get this one up. To about the 30.
Hello? Bro, what are you doing? Like, I need him to get up on this. If he hits this safety, I think it's going. I literally like saw it and then I froze because I'm thinking he's going to hit the safety. Oh my God, guys, that's bad. Oh man, we mastered. Dude, there's only freaking 15 people on the team, dude. Like, that's what kills me, man. Like, oh no, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like I'm noticing it a lot more. I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but like, yeah, I feel like on every play, like, dude, what are you doing? I need you to make these blocks, guys. Running wild. What's up, yo?
On the handoff, Mitchell.
Yeah, that's a good run right there.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Starting to become a tough spot.
Yeah, so and Malik, you saw I pulled back on the Anthony Edwards thing because good people in the industry told me that's a him thing. That's not their fault. So and I told you guys if that was the case, I got to get rid of that. I told you guys if that was the case, I wasn't going to kill them for that. But that's on him. From what I was told, that's a him thing. I don't know the details. I don't know why. I don't really know what that's about, but just that, yes, that is a him thing. Oh, I almost had that. So yeah, I don't know what the story is behind that. It's a little weird to me. Like, you're one of the biggest people in the world. I would think, you'd want to be in the game looking the right way. Yeah, I really like these jerseys, man. They're fire.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front.
But yeah, like, so for me, like, because I think my problem, like, with 2K is it's not small players. Like, you have a LeBron cyberface that, if someone's got to correct me if I'm wrong, it might be from like 2K18. That he hasn't been updated. But then you have like people like Soulja Boy getting scanned into the game. So it's just like, what are we doing?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line,
but one thing on my channel, and I did have somebody kind of tap me on the shoulder and say this, like I said, a very good source. He said, bro, and this is verbatim, he said, bro, stop taking pictures of mods that modders have, or of cyber faces that modders have made, and comparing them to 2K, because modders can use resources that that official developers can't use. So if you guys have been around the channel for a long time, you guys know that's a 16 play drive, fam. Look at that. So if you guys have been around the channel for a while, you guys know I used to really kill 2K on that, and I was told to knock it off. Basically, someone told me, very adamantly, knock it off, because we can't do anything about that. I shouldn't have said we there, because that kind of gave part of it away, but that's not what I meant to say, but you know what I mean? But yeah, so I've been trying to be better. I don't want to be super biased. I want people to, it is what it is. I'm just trying to be me. I don't really give a crap, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care what y'all play, if I'm being honest. Y'all buy what you want, don't buy what you don't want. I could care less. Y'all know I'm gonna play it all. I'm gonna try to have fun with it. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, this was interesting, Jay, because they came, if you look at it, they came out and scored on the first drive And then it's like a shutout for the whole rest of the game. There's 7 minutes left, but yeah, look at Josh, man. Josh selling low key.
It's incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Allen.
See if they go for it. It's a good stop there. I played sticks. Yeah, they are going to go for it. So.
To the ground, short of the first, right around the 42. One final try here for Allen.
Oh, he got it. Dang.
As he brings this up to the 47. Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh, we hit that seam. Okay.
It's Palmer. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Now he heard me say we've been shutting them out, and now they want to play all of a sudden.
To the air, Allen.
Uh-oh. Threw that away. If he had run there. See, that's what the real Josh Allen be doing. Once the Bills, and that's the thing, once the Bills hit the 30-yard line, Josh don't even really be trying to throw. He can take off, and I feel like once they hit the 30-yard line, he can get you inside the 10. Because once he scrambled right here, y'all saw I was nervous. I thought he was going to try and run this, but instead he threw it away.
Because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone, but this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
I don't know, like, if we feel like he should have done one over the other. Nope, don't want to do that.
Allen.
Oh.
Stays up, being chased out left. And he'll take this.
I think he would have ran that IRL too. I agree. 100%.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Pick. Oh! Whoa! Oh!
He missed him, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket.
I was ready to house that crap.
Easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And then that happens. That's nuts.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook.
Good stop, nothing there for him.
A yard from the 6 to the 5. Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Allen.
Pick.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Allen, gotta have this one, and it's gonna be batted down.
What's that little seatbelt celebration they do? They locked up, fam.
Down at their own goal line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out on.
That's that OG Ravens defense.
How we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air, the pass.
All right, so can we get out of this game without a running back getting injured?
Performance for them, really, on both sides of the football.
Oh, I was trying to bounce that outside.
Now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards.
Just hit him with the screen, and maybe
come to the line,
maybe I'll be able to stop, or maybe I'll be able to keep this string going. I just don't want any like turnovers or anything. Nope, we'll punt it away.
Incomplete. With their passing attack, even that one was was incomplete. It's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot
Not a
of
great punt.
touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone
Oh, I didn't see him. I didn't see him do the thing. Oh, my bad. I hit sticked him.
The actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Amari, you said, why is your Frosty manager stuck at player content SB? Do you have a mod that's out of date, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, now Josh is padding his stats. That's why you switch to the zone here. Watch, he's going to throw it right up the seam just because I said that. Watch.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oof.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
That was a good brush.
And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, take the field goal. Interesting.
Another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front.
Yeah, so my big thing for college football 26, man, is we need polish. We need polish. We need polish. We need polish. Oh, my God. I ran by it. Ouch.
Dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up.
A lot of people were saying Jair to the Eagles because he's from Philly, but I don't think that's a good fit for us. I don't know if that's a locker room fit.
Ahead they go with Ali, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll go back to Ali. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 49 yards.
Yeah, he's a good cornerback, but he seems a little bit out there, right? I don't want to call him a head case, but might not be the way. Like, we just got rid of C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's really who we need.
They run. It's Mitchell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Really? Why didn't the clock run down? Wow, I messed that up, I think. Catch it.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
I don't know what. Why did that count as a down? I feel like. Oh, I didn't really catch it. Did I catch it? Oh, okay. No complaints from me.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason.
I thought the Panthers have a good corner. What's his name? Don't they have a good corner? I forget his name, though. I'm a fan.
At home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And they work this out past the 25.
J.C. Horn, that's right. But obviously, you need another corner.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Pick.
And that is
I want to pick, guys.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Now a
Pick.
desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Yeah, they done.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw?
They're packing. They're packing it up.
Dime defense.
31-10.
Get into the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And now here come the Ravens. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less.
I should just take a knee.
To finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain.
Lucky he didn't fumble.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Yeah, Malik, bro, the fact that you can mod that into Madden, you know what I mean, but it's only in college football, that definitely needs to be a thing, you know. I agree with you 100% on that, because that can be kind of a pain sometimes. But this was the first look at version 2. What is this, version 2.4?
Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got now.
So for the Ravens,
I forgot what it's called. Was it 2.4 of Sabos gameplay mod?
Victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night, and they will head back home.
Take a look at the stats. I was doing my thing.
For Buffalo, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Listen, I can't lie. That was one of my better passing performances. Dev, you said, Shady, are you able to play the 1994 mod after the update? I haven't tried. Are you able to, or are you unable to? I think I was reading somebody said like you need to put like a. I think they were just saying like maybe the splash screen was out of date. But yeah, I'm using the newest version of the mod manager for sure. I just got everything installed on the newest version. All right, let me run through the stats real quick. Yeah, so I was good. 75%, 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no picks. Josh struggled, 15-31, 187 yards. Yeah, I really had to, throw it a little bit more than I wanted to because of my starting 2 running backs going down. Running the ball, we did pretty good. 60-something yards rushing with my guy. Oh, sorry, all of these guys did good. 67 for this guy, 67 for Lamar, 50 for this guy. So we kept it on the ground just like I wanted to. James Cook did not, so he struggled. Cam Akers, on the other hand, he's still around. So he, I didn't know he was on the Bills, but yeah, he did good. Henry didn't do anything except come in and get hurt. Josh didn't really do anything. He didn't really use his legs, and sometimes where I thought he should have. But yeah, as you guys were saying, he was under duress, it seemed, the whole time, and he was more concerned about throwing it away. My receivers just, it's kind of regular stuff. He's on the Saints now? Oh, okay, so he was probably a free agent in the game, and then the Bills signed him in the game. I gotcha. So yeah, we only had 1 sack, but don't let that be misleading because Josh was running for his life the whole game. But yeah, no, that was pretty good. That was interesting. But this is this is going to be a lot of fun to see, like, to play this with other teams that maybe don't have as good a defense as the Ravens, because as you guys saw, the first touchdown drive coming right down the field, and then they didn't score again for the rest of the game, saved that one field goal. So I don't know. That's obviously just one game, one sample size. I think with Josh Allen's overall, you might expect him to do a little bit better, but even the best quarterbacks have bad games, so that's kind of what I saw there. So not bad at all. Dev, you said Dwight Howard and Lance Stevenson beefing. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. I don't know what are they beefing about? Like, how do they have stuff to beef about? Aren't they like like two random washed players? Like, what are they beefing about? I'm not gonna lie. I really want to just jump in here and get some gameplay. I'm definitely not saving this franchise considering both of my running backs got hurt. Derrick Henry tore his hamstring first game. There's no way we're keeping that crap. That's incredible. Torn hamstring. And I feel like if you tore your hamstring, I don't feel like you'd be back in only third carry of the season. Derrick Henry torn hamstring is insane, by the way. Just letting y'all know. That is insane. Yeah, I would be mad as crap. If this was my real Ravens save, because I would not be keeping this crap. I'm just letting y'all know now. Just letting y'all know now. Bengals, Browns. I can't lie. I'm a little bit curious. What is the Browns roster looking like? Like just quarterback. What is that quarterback room looking like? Oof. Oh no, Deshaun. I literally, with all the quarterback controversy stuff going on in Cleveland, I forgot this dude exists. Holy crap, man. And then Pickett, and then Gabriel. I don't like that they gave Gabriel a higher overall than Shador. Like, I understand it's probably like they went by draft position. But it was pretty cool that they got his tattoo though. That's tough. That's tough. I can't lie. But I think it should have went by performance. You know what I mean? Oh look, they changed Shador's hair on his little cyberface thing. That's cool. Yo, bro, Texans Watson was so elite, man. I don't know how many of y'all were around for that, but that was like my first time ever playing modded Madden. It was like Madden 19, I think. And I was playing with Deshaun Watson, man. It's insane the career trajectory of that guy. Oh man, yeah, he just has some. He just magical moments. Deontay Johnson. Wow, I didn't know he was there. Interesting. Then they've got Njoku. But yeah, just some magical moments from Deshaun, man, and some magical playoff games too. I just thought he was next for the most part. They got Jackson, Allen, Burrow, Mahomes, Goff, Hurts, Herbert, Purdy, Jaden, Stafford, Love, Prescott. Now, so y'all know me, I'm a Cowboys hater. Jordan Love ain't better than Dak Prescott. That's not a thing. Sorry. And Tua, Stroud, Murray, Geno, Darnold, Russ, Bo Nix, Rodgers, Drake, Caleb. I know a lot of people are high on Caleb. I don't know. I'm kind of like mixed. I don't know if I agree with him having the superstar tag here, but it's a little sus to me, but I don't know about that. And they got Fields down here, Ward, Richardson, McCarthy, Dart. I think Dart should be like a 65. That's just my personal opinion. Not a 65, but like Dart is a 72 and freaking Shador is 67. So yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I would obviously do this a lot differently. Personally, but I think for me, I personally, just me, I would do, I'm never not going to have, like Mahomes in 96. That's just silly. So, I would do Mahomes, I would do Hurts, I would do Lamar, I would do Josh, and then I would do Joe. And I know it surprised a lot of people, but I would probably do Brock Purdy next. Then I would probably do Goff. Then maybe Herbert. Then I would probably do Stafford. Then I would probably do Daniels. But I'm kind of mixed between Daniels and Baker. I think the sophomore slump with Jaden is going to be insane. A lot of people kind of didn't pay attention to, and I know, like, I don't like doing this. This is kind of downplaying what people did, but a lot of people didn't pay attention to the second half of the Commanders' schedule. And don't get me wrong, the Commanders did a great job beating the Lions. That was a good team that they beat. But I mean, I felt like their coach lost them that game, but that's a whole other conversation for another story. But when you look at the Commanders' schedule, and I don't have it up in front of me, so I can't tell you guys, but nobody really paid attention to the second half of the Commanders' schedule, and it was crazy. Like, they didn't play any good teams. They didn't play any playoff quarterbacks, to my understanding. I know they played the Eagles, but obviously Jalen was hurt. So, I'm just saying respectfully, a lot of people, I think your average NFL fan, if you ask them to rank the top 5 quarterbacks, I think would go Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, in some order. Some people it's Allen, Mahomes, Lamar. Some people's Lamar, Mahomes, Allen, etc. But I think it'd be those 3. I think most people would say Burrow at 4. I think most NFL fans would say Jaden Daniels at 5. And I think after this year, that's going to be crazy. I just, you guys know me. I'm very hard on judging quarterbacks. I don't give anyone credit until you've done it and until you do it a couple times. I just, I think to get in these slots, 1, 2, 3, 4, Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, and Jackson, those guys, I think you got to do a lot more than what Jaden did last year. Good year though. He had a heck of a year. Yeah. And then the Hail Mary, right? So you won't even talk about the Hail Mary. You got guys celebrating on the field, and then they throw a Hail Mary on your head. You're not even paying attention. You can't even make that stuff up. That was cool though. That was magical. That was I'm sure that was an awesome moment. That was really cool. Why the shows at Pickens go? Pickens seems to be a head case. So that'll be interesting to see how he fits in with Dallas. Again, Dallas we're going to see why Pickens is easy to acquire quickly, I think, in my personal opinion. He's one of those guys. I mean, Malik says, I think he'll do good with us and have a decent season. Yeah, I don't. And I'll leave y'all with this because I got to roll. But we've seen this play out 100 times, guys. Do not, under any circumstances, get a Diva wide receiver from the Steelers. We know how this plays out. They don't give up good receivers without a good reason. You guys are going to learn that very quickly in Dallas. You got CD, who is a known powder. You got Pickens, who is another, I'll just, to be polite, I'll say a big personality. The first time Dak throws an interception over somebody's head, and you know it's going to happen, just remember what I said on this live. Because we've seen it with, Uno Johnson, Claypool. Obviously, Antonio Brown is a completely different, he's just a next level nonsense. But I'm just saying the blueprint of Steelers wide receiver to another place for a high price tag, from my experience, usually doesn't go that good. But we'll see exactly how that goes. I don't, there's a lot of people that think like, hey, he's going to break out. But like I said, moral of the story with Pittsburgh, a lot of times it's been Mike Tomlin kind of holding some of these personalities together in that locker room. So we'll see how that turns out. But all right, y'all. Obviously, shout out everybody pulled up on the stream, everybody watched live. Some of y'all know I'll be checking this out later. But that's the gameplay mod. Like I said, I'm going to be live a little bit more this week. So, I got some time off later in the week because of the holiday. But man, I'm glad to have my Madden back up and running with the new mods. I'm going to look back into the Discord, see what I can do. I'm going to comb through the unlock mod to see like what's all the newest stuff that's there, because I know they added a lot, but I didn't really get to see everything that's new in there, but we'll see. But yeah, keep it locked to the channel, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun with a lot of this news starting to come out. We've talked about college football. We've talked about Madden. As these deep dives come out, I'm going to be looking at them, reading them. If there's stuff in there that I like, I'll make videos about it. But y'all know me. If there's stuff in there that I don't care that much about, I won't. But I'll definitely, if there's good information, you guys know me. Like, shout out to all the my team and what is it, Road to Glory stuff. I don't really care about that stuff. For me, dynasty in college, franchise in football, as those deep dives drop, and gameplay, of course. As that stuff drops, we'll cover it, see what we got. But all right, y'all, appreciate everybody in the chat. Scorpio, K, Uno, Dev, Malik. I see you in there, everybody. I'll catch y'all. Peace. Threes. Uno, I think I forgot to say